Even though, according to Fritz, I'm still not winning as much as I was before I moved my queen up here to f6. So here white plays knight e5. I'm not really sure where that knight's going, but I decide, let me just get rid of it. So I check, and this forces him to take, because if he doesn't take me, I'm going to take him for free after he moves his king. So he takes, I take with the rook. King e2 was played, doubling up the rooks, and now my advantage is pretty significant. Although my bishop is bad, my bishop is blocked in by all my own pawns, and it's blocked off by these two pawns, but it's still nowhere. I have much more space. This rook is really inactive. The knight is probably a better piece than the bishop, but it's just not enough for the two pawns, and this isolated pawn may fall. So he played rook fe1, and oh, now here Fritz is screaming at me to play f4. f4, really good move, because it's threatening. It's threatening to bring the bishop in here, skewering the king and rook. But I just didn't see it. I mean, it was really late. We both had a big dinner. It was more of a casual game than like a tournament, you know, where I got the fire in my belly and all my wits about me. Not to make excuses, but this is why I use the chess engines, and this is why I write down all my games, because noticing stuff that you miss like that is very important, because that's how you become a better chess player, by not missing the next game, not missing opportunities, because you're always going to miss opportunities every game, even international masters and stuff. I mean, Brian Smith, you know, was kind enough to go over some of his games when he played with Grandmaster Alex Lenderman, with a few of us Potsers at Philadelphia Chess Congress tournament at the Sheraton in Philadelphia a couple weeks ago. And yeah, he showed me a number of things he missed in his games, and that his opponent missed, and different lines that weren't played, but he was thinking. It's amazing how his mind worked, and just how quickly he could go over variations. Just his grasp. It was really inspiring. But anyways, back to this game. I played c5, which isn't bad. Basically, I want to activate my bishop. I want to bust this open. But of course, a better way to do that was here, opening up this square. The king could have dropped back, but it was just it set up a threat, and it was a decent positional move. So just would have been better. But c5 was okay. He played knight a4 here, and Fritz is still yelling at me to play f4, but like I said, I didn't see it, so I played b6, defending the pawn. Knight b2, hitting the rook. I played rook back to d4, maintaining the pressure, and here he played d3, allowing me to simplify further. I took, rook took, I took back, knight took, and now I hit the knight. Now I'm going to undouble my pawns, make my bishop better, and knight came here, hit my bishop. Oh, and here, sorry, I moved that too fast, but here I had some tactical stuff. Rather than moving the bishop, I just took the pawn, and if knight takes, which he did, then I can take this pawn, and if he takes my rook, I'm going to queen, and if he brings his rook up here to defend against me queening, I'm going to play rook e8, which is what I did, and now my advantage is just totally decisive. He came over here. He's going to win the pawn no matter what, but that's fine because I'm 3 pawns up now. Rook takes check, king to f3, which is not the best because it locks the king is now not going to be able to defend against these 3 pawns. Not that he really could anyway, but that this just kind of dooms him to passivity for the rest of the game. I played a5, rook a2, c5, rook b2, and c4, and here white resigns because you know, one of these pawns is going to queen no matter what. But yeah, it was even though and hopefully this video will be instructive to all its viewers, including Steve, my opponent, and it was definitely instructive for me to go over this with the computer to see various lines that I missed. Now, I'm not one of those players who takes oh, the computer says this is the best move, therefore it is. I always question, and I always look at the line and try to like really, rather than just being let me just back up a bit. Here, instead of playing c5, let's take a moment and look at the line with f4. Well, let me turn the engine off, switch off. Let me take a look at the line with f4. Now, obviously, this is a significant threat, a threat that cannot be blocked by this pawn, because black will just take that pawn if he moves it there. Therefore, looks like the king's got to come up here. And so, what is the threat now? Oh, I guess the threat is to play here. No, because that's defended by. So it's important to, in the interest of time, I'm not going to go over this line now. Maybe some wise. Oh, the threat still. I can still play this, threatening the rook. And now, after the rook moves, I'm going to win this pawn, and then I'm going to be on the 7th rank, and it's going to be bad news. And taking this pawn is not really an option because of the pin. So yeah, it's important to really look over the line instead of being like, oh, I should have just made that. You have to look at all your opponent's counterplay, and we don't have time for that now. But I love chess; it's a fascinating game, and no matter what your level, just keep playing and improving. And thanks very much for watching. This is Tony Norris signing out.